My name is Leah Brown, and I am a part of the School of Journalism Broadcasting, and my specialty is photojournalism. What I've learned is don't matter what scene you have or anything, you can always take a photo of something. There's always something to take a picture of. Don't matter if it's important, if it's not important, there's always something to take a photo of. And it's always going to tell a story no matter what it is.
My area of interest is the print media. I honestly just love writing a lot, and getting to convey a story through words is like amazing to me. A lot of people get this type of information after high school, and with what I want to be, this is very beneficial to me in the future.
You could be in front of the camera and still making a difference. You could be behind the camera and still making a difference. As an inspiration we have on the wall is Jose Etienne. He started just like us, but he was in front of the camera, but he still made a difference.
Welcome to Ed Vlogcast with Bright Minds, produced by the Communications section of the Ministry of Education and Technical and Vocational Training, where we give students a spotlight to shine. I am your host, Jonalee McIntosh. Thank you for joining us. My guests today are Leah Brown and Andrew Bailey, both of C.R. Walker Senior High School. Thanks for joining us, Leah and Andrew.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
So I know that you all are students of the School of Journalism Broadcasting at C.R. Walker Senior High School. So tell us, what do you learn in that class, Leo?
Well, now we are learning to become more comfortable in front of the camera and being more in the front line. And we also learn how to take proper professional photos and how to properly edit them using correct formats and the apps that we use.
What is more that you learn in journalism at C.R. Walker, Andrew?
I've learned that there are not many, say, softwares that are free and that are not free, but we still can make the best out of what we have and the stuff that we were introduced to, like for example, using Audacity or using the A10 Mini Pro or the 32 Producer.
Awesome. And just like the journalism field, a lot of journalists have specialties. So I know that you all also have specialties in this School of Journalism Broadcasting program at C.R. Walker. So Leah, can you tell us what is your specialty in this program?
Well, my specialty is photojournalism/photography. I love taking photos. I love taking pictures of any little thing that I see.
Awesome. And Andrew, what is your specialty?
My specialty is visual and audio production, so I do the both.
Awesome. And what do the both of you like most about studying journalism at your respective schools?
Well, for me, I like that we get to take photos that we can express our creativity through, and I like that we can edit them to our liking. And
Awesome. What do you like about it, Andrew?
I like that we were able to make stuff that we were most comfortable with, something that expresses what we do and what we like the most.
That's great. And why do you think it's important to study journalism, especially in high school? It's really awesome that you all are learning journalism in high school. So what do you think is important about that, and how do you feel you can use that in the future?
well, I feel that it's important to study journalism because in today's society, you always want to stay updated in the news, what's happening around the world. And studying journalism would give you these skills and the things that you need to actually be able to do what you need to do.
Awesome. What about you, Andrew?
It allows you to open a third eye, making you more visual of what's around you, what's in your community, what's going to happen next from what's going to happen later. It makes just more information more open to you. Instead of being behind something, it'd be right there for you.
That's great. And I know that you all have some very exciting projects that go on in your journalism course. So what is a project that you've done that you are most proud about, Leah?
Well, for me, I'd say a project was that we was tasked to take a photo that our classmates would be able to tell a complete story from. And for me, I was proud that I could capture a photo that really tells a compelling narrative because not every day you get to find a scenery that you can take a picture of that you can get a complete story from.
Awesome. And Andrew, what is a project that you've done that you are proud about?
The project that I was assigned was to study a camera, and I had to set it up in front of the whole class. I was nervous at first because, this is something I was new to,
Yeah.
but I got through it.
Awesome. And do you all have any plans of studying, like pursuing higher education, or are you guys okay with getting all the experience that you can in high school?
Yes, I would like to go to college.
And what would you like to study in college, Leah?
I would like to study nursing
Mm.
because even though I love photojournalism and journalism, I wouldn't say that I'm not passionate about it, but nursing has my heart and
Awesome.
healthcare and all of that.
Okay. What about you, Andrew?
Yes, I would like to go to college. I would like to study mass production. That's more in depth of the technology side of journalism. I would like to experience myself to what's more than out there. For example, the stuff that we have,
Mm-hmm.
someone else might have it better.
That's true.
So I would like to experience myself to more higher in the knowledge of those things.
That's awesome. And have you guys looked at schools or considered certain schools to attend if you do decide to pursue these careers?
Yes, most of my colleges are in Atlanta, Georgia. The top one would be Georgia State University, and I'm looking at Clark Atlanta and Spelman as well.
Awesome. What about you, Andrew?
I would like to go to a university in Florida to be more closer to home. So I was looking at University of Florida in Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And I know that media technology as well as media journalism is usually there's a lot of faces that are seen on television in representation of journalism and reporting. So is there any journalism role models do you all have, whether it's local or international, Leah?
I would say Candia Deems, just because she spoke to us before in a class, and her story really touches me. Like from where she started to where she is now, she really is very inspiring to me.
What about you, Andrew?
It would be Jose Etienne.
Mm-hmm.
He started off just where we was, and he got to an internship to now the face of a news program. So I use him as inspiration is because he did what we did in order to get there. So if I could do what he did, I could get there too.
That's great. And I want to discuss extracurricular activities with you all. What are some groups or programs that you're involved in that help to develop your skills in school, or things that you do to kind of take a break from school? What are some programs you're involved
Well,
in?
I'm in a number of clubs, including Business Club, Environmental Science, and Nursing Cadets. And I'm actually president of the Nursing Cadets at C.R. Walker. And with Nursing Cadets, you get a hands-on feel of how to become a nurse and the profession that it brings. And Science Club is just like going around school, making sure the school is clean, planting plants, all of that sorts.
Awesome. What about you, Andrew?
I'm in two clubs. I'm in business club as well, and I'm in journalism club.
Mhm.
Journalism club, it allows us to express what we've done, probably get more people to join it so they can experience what this has to offer when you get down later in the years. And business club by Ms. Miller of C.R. Walker, it allows us to more expand our ways on what it takes to spend the money to get these products, and what will it produce for everybody to see.
Awesome. Now, as you know, we celebrated Career and Technical Education Month in the Ministry of Education and Technical and Vocational Training last month. And a lot of those careers allow students to become, students who will become adults to be entrepreneurs. So do you feel that what you were taught in your journalism program at C.R. Walker can, help you to become an entrepreneur in the future?
I feel as though the skills that we learn, it will help you become an entrepreneur. And myself, I am already entrepreneur. I do lashes.
Tell us more.
I'm a lash tech. I do individual lashes, and I'm currently in a course to do extensions, lash extensions, and it's going great. And some of the skills that we learn in journalism, I actually use to promote my business and all of that sort.
Awesome, that sounds nice. Is there a name that we can get so
Yes,
we can follow
it's
you and
Lash
patronize?
Haven on TikTok and Instagram.
Awesome. What about you, Andrew? Do you feel like this program can help you become an entrepreneur of sorts?
Yes, ma'am, I believe it can because, like I already stated, I do visual and audio. I could be a professional in video. A lot of people nowadays getting married or they want to record a special moment. I could be that person. And then you have a lot of people who have now coming up in the more music industry. I could help them as well.
Awesome. Now, I know journalism is one of the subjects that you all study at C.R. Walker. What are some other subjects that you find interesting and that you just love, you enjoy a lot?
Well, all in the business department. I love office procedures, and economics is another topic that I study in the business. And with economics, we learn what's going on with our country, the state is at. And in office procedures, it can really prepare you for the business world and the type of field that you want to go in. You'll be prepared, proper dressing and all of that sort.
Awesome. What about you, Andrew? What are some of the subjects that you were taught in high school that you enjoy most?
Well, I really enjoy English and office procedures by Miss Stewart. And for English, I have Miss Powell. But for office procedures, like Leah stated, it prepares us it prepares us for the office world, how to present yourself, how you must come, all that. And for English, Miss Powell have taught us the way how we speak is the way how we write, and the more vocabulary you are, the more words can, become more clear and concise.
Awesome. Now, I know you've discussed economics and business subjects, so do you feel that what you are taught in journalism and your business subjects can also be translated to, everyday life and the real world, or you feel like it's just focused in the classroom?
It absolutely can be used in everyday world. Like I said, it prepares us for the world outside classroom and in school because you get to learn what adults paying to learn now. Like they in courses trying to do like what's proper office attire, how to file this, and us we're learning it in the 11th grade now.
Wow,
So
that's
it does
amazing.
prepare you for the real world.
What about you, Nathan? Do you feel like what you're taught in your business subjects or in other subjects as well as your journalism field, do you think that that's preparing you for what's to come in the real world and everyday life?
Yes, it can. There's a lot that hasn't stored. For example, you take pictures, or I take pictures almost every other week or every other day. It would show someone, well, this is the proper way how you would take a picture. You would need proper lighting, the right amount of storage, or the high quality of the device that you use. So it could be used in everyday life situations.
Awesome. So I know that in journalism, it's usually sometimes it's very serious. People see journalism as a very serious field. Do you think what you're learning in journalism now isn't like, do you think it gives a good depiction, I guess, of what journalism is really like in working every day, or is it a snippet of it, or how do you feel about it? Do you enjoy it?
I do enjoy it, and I feel as though we get everything. We just went on a field trip to Eyewitness News this morning. We saw the studios, we saw where they work, we saw everything. And it was really a hands-on experience to know that this is the real world that journalists work in. And in class, we are learning how to properly structure that. And I feel as though it's a really good experience for us, and we learn everything.
What about you, Nathan?
For me, it's a snippet. Because in journalism, I've discovered what I can do from what I'm not able to do. Like I said, I've discovered that I could do visual and audio, and I'd like to thank Mr. Small for that. because I don't think to me, I feel as if I didn't have picked journalism, I would have probably been doing something that I didn't enjoy or didn't like, and it would make me feel bad.
I understand, yes.
So I really appreciate that journalism brought out something that I like or would love to do in the future.
Awesome. And I know that you two are probably preparing for national exams that are about to come up. How is that preparation going, and how do you feel about your exams that's coming up?
It is stressful. It is really stressful, but it's all about time management and the way you manage your time, I would say. But it's also about consistency. You have to stay consistent. You have to study. You have to do what you feel as though you need to do to pass your exams.
What about you, Nathan? How is it going?
Time management, schedules, like stressful, like she said. Uh, it's up to you. And no one can do it for you. It's up to you in order to make that happen for yourself.
Awesome. And I know that journalism is a form of communication, and another form of communication that we study is foreign languages, Spanish, French. Are you guys interested in foreign languages? Are you learning foreign languages? How do you find it?
I mean, I was interested in foreign language. I was interested in Spanish. I actually did Spanish the first term of grade 10 until journalism came along, and I switched right out of it for journalism.
Okay, what about you, Nathan?
I don't study foreign languages. I left foreign languages in Nash when I attended there, and when grade 10 came and they told us that we have the option to pick it, I didn't pick it because it was a lot of stress. You know, learning another language from the language that you were born with is a lot of stress.
Continue.
It's still good to pick up another language though, because with journalists, you go all over the world. You may never know when you need to speak Spanish to an interviewer or something like that. But it's still good to always take up a foreign language to study.
Awesome. And are you guys involved in any sports or other academic areas in your school?
Sports has never been my thing. Never will be. But Andrew, he good with it.
For the recent sports day at CR, I did javelin, discus, and shot put, mostly the throwing stuff.
Right. And how do you think, sports or, physical education can improve your lifestyle or, help you to, be a better person overall?
With sports, it's good to have a balanced diet for one, and it's good to be in the gym every other month or so, depending on you and your body, because healthcare is expensive. You wouldn't want to be in the hospital every other week. It's the money is gonna rack up. So being healthy and staying fit with your body is really good to do.
Okay. And I also want to talk to you all about using what you've been taught in journalism. I know you said you are into audio mixing. Can you give us just an idea of what you are taught from beginning to end in terms of learning audio mixing?
In audio mixing, we were introduced that when you're picking your mixer, you have to pick a mixer that's gonna last for a very long time. That's the first step. You have to pick one that's gonna last for a very long time. Then the second step, you have to choose which one you're going to get, if you're going to get analog or digital.
Right.
We've got a digital, so I would know nothing much about analog, but I know more about digital. We've learned that on our mixer, we have different channels. We have 1 to 16, 1 to 24, 1 to 30.
Awesome.
We have a 1 to 30. And on our digital mixer, we have the different channels or sets. So we have set 1, set 2, set 3, and in those sets they have different other channels. So 30, 24, 16 in those other ones.
And Leah, what are you taught, I guess, from start to finish in terms of learning photography and getting, a good experience on what it's like to probably be a photographer?
I learned that the camera must be a baby. You must be precious with it. You must How always have the correct settings on. You wouldn't want your picture to come out too bright or too dark. You always have to check it before you actually take a photo and make sure it's in the right range and all of that.
Okay, and do you all just learn one thing, or all of you have an opportunity to, learn more about all of the aspects of journalism?
We learn about everything, but we mostly stick within our specialty. But the class, it's a class, so you learn about everything and everyone else's specialty and what they're good at.
Okay, do you want to add to that, Andrew?
Everyone has their own specialty. Everyone can be unique on what they like. Just enjoy it.
That's great. And do you think what you are taught in your journalism program in terms of the technology of journalism, do you feel like at this point now that helps in your personal life as well, or in your business life? I know you touched on you using it for your lash business. What specifically do you use in your lash business that you've got from your journalism program?
Well, it would be mainly the photography part, making sure the pictures are clear and it's visible to see, and I have the proper lighting and everything, so that really helps with learning how to take pictures properly and how to make sure it's clear and visible to others.
Awesome. What about you, Nathan? How do you feel the journalism program and what you are taught is helping you in your life right now?
For example, when we were coming here and we were on a tour, I had to make sure I was under a ceiling light just to make sure that no one's darker than no one. Everyone's the same shade of color in the camera. So that's one aspect that I've learned to make sure done. For another one, when recording, I have to make sure be at an angle that everyone can see. I don't want to be too low. I don't want to be too high. Just the right angle.
Awesome. And journalism comes under the career and technical education umbrella. What do you think, or why do you think it's important for students like yourself to be able to learn skills like journalism, as well as other skills that they may want to learn that's part of technical and vocational training? Why do you think it's important for that?
Like I said, you're going to need the skills sometime in your life because you always want to stay updated in what's going on around the world. A story may come and you may need to investigate it, and studying journalism will allow you to do these things and have the correct skills that you need to study it.
Awesome. What about you? Why do you think it's important to get skills, especially for other students, not just yourself, but learn things that you can use in the future, especially career and technical education?
Because it's, how you put this, it's inspirational. You could get a lot through it. It's where you could use this to make money from it, but the right way. The right is better than wrong. So it's the easy way to make something useful for yourself.
Awesome. So in a world where, let's just say you don't have a chance to go to college, but you have this experience in journalism, how do you feel you can use these skills in the very near future in terms of the media industry in our country? Do you see that as something that you can get into even if it's right out of high school, just because of the experience that you have in the journalism program at C.R. Walker?
I feel as though you could, because there are many newsrooms that have internships and such, and you can use those even if you didn't get it in college or high school. You can use it to learn and get everything that you need. You probably won't get everything, but you will probably cover the basic stuff that you need to actually become a writer or anything else that's dealing with journalism.
What about you, Andrew?
Besides getting an actual job that supports this dream, you could actually go and get a business for yourself.
Awesome.
A lot of people could, take professional photos or record professional videos and get it to its proper standard.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we've come to the end of this very exciting episode of Ed Vlogcast with Bright Minds. Students, until next time, continue to shine.
name is Janice Moss, District Superintendent of the Western New Providence Primary District. It is my privilege to serve the constituents found in the 12 primary schools, 4 preschools, and 3 special schools in this district. We have some of the most brilliant students, brightest and best teachers, visionary administrators, and supportive staff. Join me as I share some of our district's most proud and special moments with you.
Welcome to the great Aubrey Sale Primary School, home of the Blazers, where our motto is commitment brings excellence. During our last academic school year, we were committed to improving literacy and numeracy through exciting, engaging, and creative activities, inclusive of Mathemania, Read, Sip, and Draw, Character Parade, and lots of competitions. I am pleased to announce our goal was accomplished. At Aubrey Sale Primary School, we are committed to excellence. Proactive, inclusive, innovative, and collaborative are all adjectives that aptly describe the Eva Hilton Primary School. I am Naria Halbert, Vice Principal at Home of the Shockers, where we live by the motto, labor conquers everything. This year, we are celebrating with our physical education department, as both our boys and girls captured the National Public Primary School Golf Championships. Indeed, we are proud. We maintain that while it is better in the Bahamas, it is absolutely the best here at Eva Hilton Primary School.
My name is Mrs. Dolores Forbes. Our motto at Gambia Primary School is commitment brings success. One of the initiatives that we are proud of at Gambia Primary School is our farming project. Our former Prime Minister's wife, Mrs. Patricia Minnis, would have spearheaded this project. We were able to produce luscious vegetables as we teach our children how to farm and how to be proud of growing what they eat.
I'm Cosetta Johnson, principal of Garvin Tynes Primary School, home of the Knights. The 2021-2022 school year has been most challenging. Our staff, however, rose to the occasion and did as our motto suggests, making our better best. One Book, One Garvin is an initiative that was designed to develop a love for reading and to improve in reading comprehension. Every Monday after lunch, the entire school could be found reading the classic book, James and the Giant Peach. The initiative was a success, as we did note improvement in our reading comprehension scores.
I am Amanda Monker, principal of Stapledon School. Special people with a purpose. Stapledon School caters to students with intellectual disabilities, as young as 5 years and as old as 18 years of age. Agriculture is one of our focus areas, and we are extremely proud of our extensive program, which includes the growing and reaping of a variety of crops, as well as poultry and egg production and aquaponics.
My name is Glendina Mills, principal of Sybil Strong Primary School, home of the Mighty Warriors. In March, our school hosted the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge in celebration of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. We were elated to have been chosen to showcase our country's brightest and best. We also initiated a program to steer our royal students in the right direction through discipline, academics, sports, and skills development. That's We Kids. We are hopeful that this initiative will propel our students towards a legacy of success.
Hello, my name is Casheron Coakley and I am the principal of the terrific Tiny Tot Preschool. I'm turning the spotlight on our Science Day held under the theme, This We Bahamian Things. My dynamic team took turns engaging students in experiments using our natural resources, the sun, sand, and sea. Students also participated in other activities including story time at our Bahama Mama, enjoyed rake and scrape, and tested their cooking and tasting skills. It was an exciting learning event for all.
Hello, my name is Janice Johnson, principal of the legendary Yellow Elder Primary School, home of the Eagles. Yellow Elder has been synonymous in performing arts in this district for several years. It was because of their stellar performance that the Honorable Philip Brave Davis found it fit to come and visit our students here at Yellow Elder Primary. Yellow Elder Eagles continue to soar high above the rest.
There you have it. Despite the plethora of challenges encountered, our students were still exposed to and engaged in meaningful and fun activities. In the words of Aristotle, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Our team here in the Western New Providence Primary District continue to be dedicated to the success of every child in every classroom, in every school.